Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. A while back, I asked you to identify this thing. Something I picked up at the estate sale. Now, I knew I had some, but I wasn't exactly sure which one it was and if I really needed it. This little thing here is a device that I used quite often as an electrician. You also use it as a fabricator. Pretty much any time you want to do this certain thing. This particular item is a Greenlee 1 7/32 hole punch. You drill a hole in whatever item that you want to punch an 1 7/32 hole in. You drill a hole big enough for that screw to pass through. Then you slide the screw through, put the punch on. When it comes down and contacts the steel, then you start cranking on this, and it slowly draws this piece down into the punch, well, into the die, and shears the hole out. 1 7/32 is the standard size. This one that I bought fits right in there, but it's slightly different. And that this is shorter and has a different configuration to the punch. This one has 2 sharper points. This one has 2 shearing edges, but they're not as sharp as these. It's more of a sweep than a sharp point. And this one is shorter. I knew I had some extra dies in the kit because I bought this whole box all in one batch. Ridiculous price. And I have extra bolts and bearings and bushings. But unfortunately I only have 1 7/32 die. So this punch will go in the box, and I'll run across the die. Might not be today, might not be tomorrow, but I will eventually. Biggest one in the set is for 1 1/4 conduit. I have got this die for 1 1/2 conduit, but I don't have the punch for it. So I'm still on the lookout for this one. In the same batch of stuff, I got this soldering gun. Now, I'm sure it's got a name on it somewhere, but I can't. There it is. Just barely legible underneath all the crap. The first thing we'll do is get this wire disconnected, and then we're going to disassemble the soldering gun because this cord has got a problem. Somebody chewed on it, and it's got this really funky plug on it, which I don't like this kind of plug. So if I can, I'm going to shorten this cord back to where the chewed mark is, and we'll inspect the whole thing first before I go too far into it. Make sure that no other damage has occurred to the cord. Nope. Just something chewed into the insulation right there. Now the inner wire is sticking out, so they really chewed right down into it. So this is going to be clipped off there, and I'll get rid of this plug at the same time. This looks like a molded plug that's molded onto the cord, and I'll put on a replacement plug. Well, that connection appears to be nice and solid. And this gets tossed in the trash. Now, this kind of cord is asbestos, so let's take a little protection. First thing I'll do is I'll put a dust mask on. I'll try not to make any dust, and then when I'm done, I'm going to wash my hands. I gotta change the filters on this and wash it. Then I'll wash my hands.
This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the US or 16 in the European Union, without the express written permission of the parents or legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.